The road to WrestleMania has now begun, hasn't it, MJ?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, YouTubers, to our Royal Rumble 2012 review with us, the British Fist. Like this video, subscribe up above, and comment your thoughts down in that comment section below on this Royal Rumble.
Make sure you contact us in the links in the description box below.
Yes, I am Mr. Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me, he's the one and only Royal Rumble winner for the British Fist and for YouTube. It's NJ!
What's up?
Indeed. This man was winning this Rumble today, wasn't he?
He was indeed, mate.
Yes, indeed. One thing we do want to say, though, before we go on to this review is make sure you check out our WrestleMania review series, which is going to be uploaded for you on Wednesday. We've got WrestleMania 14 coming up as WWE is on the road to WrestleMania. So are the British Fist. We hope this WrestleMania review series gets you hyped up for WrestleMania as much as we hope it will for us.
Because going back over the WrestleManias is a big thing for us. We've enjoyed the matches and we've shared our views and hopefully to hear yours too.
Yes, Royal Rumble 2012. I think it's fair to say we didn't have too much expectations going into this, but just want to start off by saying, how much filler did they have on this show? I know they had 4 matches, but god damn, how much filler was there? A massive complaint for me. So much filler on this show.
The filler in the show, I guess, it added more than what we got, but the main problem is the timing that we got in each match.
Yeah, well, we'll go on to that now. We opened up the card with the World Heavyweight Championship match. If it's good enough to open WrestleMania, it's good enough to open the Royal Rumble like it did last year as well, I guess. Daniel Bryan versus Big Show versus Mark Henry in the cage match. So Mark Henry actually made it to this one.
Well, with this match, I'm looking at it and thinking, okay, Daniel Bryan's in a cage with 2 monsters. Let's just see how he does.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that we do not like that door thing, do we?
With me, the cage is too small. The door should be happening, and the only way you should win a cage match is escaping, not flipping, pinning and going out the door.
Speaking of escaping, our World Heavyweight Champion was trying to escape. It's really funny, though, how Michael Cole is still berating Daniel Bryan, even though Michael Cole is supposed to be there to get the heel over, not to berate him.
At the same time, look at Michael Cole. He's had this hatred for Daniel Bryan since he joined, so I guess for him suddenly to change his mood and be like, one minute you hate him, 1 minute you like him.
Supposed to be getting over the heels, I'm just saying. In this match, you could tell Mark Henry was injured because they really kept his involvement to a minimum. The cage match, to me, was a little bit underwhelming. It only went about 10 minutes, which really wasn't enough time for me. Bryan wins after he's hanging off the Big Show, and he finally lets go and does what most of us probably would have done in the first place and falls to the floor and wins the one and keeps his World Heavyweight Championship. He needed this win, didn't he, Daniel Bryan?
Even though he needed the win was pretty quick in there. And the thing is, you could all expect what was coming because the way that he was just kept on hanging, thought, he's going to drop him. And it happened, and I was like, the match should have gone on longer because it's your opening match and it's a World Heavyweight Championship match. Yeah,
exactly. So for me, this wasn't exactly the best way to get the crowd going because the thing is though, even though Daniel Bryan's heel, the crowd were chanting for Daniel Bryan.
They didn't know what they were doing tonight.
Oh no, well, it's Randy Orton's hometown, I guess. I don't know. We then had a couple of video packages. One for John Cena, trying to put him over as this massive baby face, which lasted ages. And then later on in the night, we got a video package for Rock. This is just ridiculous filler in this show. We did not pay £15 for this show to see more filler. And I know they're trying to do WrestleMania, but goddamn, we do not want filler on this pay-per-view.
No,
goddamn.
The way I see it, John Cena was all promoting his face and towards WrestleMania. Rock was promoting his movie. So I'm thinking, yes, it's doing justice for them. You're doing it on a Rumble, which should be their big concentration because it's one of their big pay-per-views. So it's kind of, no, not needed.
Yeah, we'll just move on to the Divas match, shall we? Because, we had, speaking of filler, Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and the Bellas versus Kelly, Eve Torres, Alicia Fox, and Tamina. This really was the filler of filler, wasn't it? Went about 5 minutes.
The only big pop thing about this is seeing Beth Phoenix return, but again, it didn't really hype up her return, she just returned. She wasn't involved in a match that actually gave her much justice, because in this match, she didn't have much involvement, which really lacked her return, in my opinion.
But at least she was dominant. She was like, get out of my ring. I'm going to finish this off. And she did finish this off. So we finally get Beth returning. She hasn't been on TV for a while now. It was just unannounced. And we really just didn't care about the Divas section, the Divas match and stuff. But Beth Phoenix gets the win on Kelly, I believe. So Divas champion getting the win, I guess. But it just filler.
Now she's returned. Hopefully they'll have a new direction with Beth Phoenix going up to WrestleMania.
Hopefully, because she did seem very dominant. And with that return we got in the Rumble, who knows who may be seeing that match. John Cena versus Kane. I think we both knew going into this that this would not end clean. And it did not end clean at all. It ended in a count-out after 11 minutes.
The thing is, throughout the match, again, just because he's Cena, I was thinking, Cena, stay down. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
He did.
And he basically got all this pumped up. But the match, luckily, ended with a count out.
Yeah, the fans were booing the fuck out of Cena, though, weren't they? You got to understand. They were cheering Kane. The match itself was okay, but it was all just leading to the ending, wasn't it? Where they brawled around the arena. They end up at Ryder's dressing room, where Kane chokes out Ryder, brings him to the ring, and tombstones him. And then John Cena comes out, and just as we're thinking, oh, Cena's going to get the upper hand, Kane chokeslams him.
The thing is, Ryder shouldn't even made an appearance tonight because he didn't really do anything apart from in his locker room to watch it. But again, Kane took out Cena with steel chairs and then took out Ryder. And I thought this was just an awesome thing to keep Kane's image and character growing on Raw. So, yeah.
It furthers that storyline, I guess. But the one thing I have of it is, you've just done an injury angle on Raw, and we're seeing another injury angle on pay-per-view. Can we not be a little bit more creative, WWE? Just saying.
Well, hopefully this is going to lead to Ryder actually taking time out now.
We got our pay-per-view dose of Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay. Funk, you just don't know. Somebody call his mama. Who's he against in this match?
Because the thing is, with Drew McIntyre coming out, there was only one possible person who, one, should make an appearance at this Rumble, and two, would be a good person to prove that he's going to be the one to squash Drew McIntyre, and that is the Funkasaurus.
Why not just have both these two in the Rumble? I mean, you had guys like Otunga, Jey Uso, guys. Why not just have these two in the Rumble? Have Brodus Clay have his moment in the Rumble, rather than in a match which is just filler, and it's a minute squash match. It just, do you know what I mean? They could have done more with this Brodus Clay thing. I appreciate they're trying to give him his own segment on a pay-per-view, which is good and trying, it's good for his character development, but have him in the Royal Rumble. Just saying.
Well, the thing is, again, this is Drew McIntyre's next match to redeem himself, and he failed that, so I don't know where they're going to go, but we'll have to wait until SmackDown to find out.
I don't know. Was this match for a spot in the Rumble? It wasn't, but I mean, we just didn't get much about this match. It was just filler, and I just didn't give a shit, to be honest. But even with the Funkasaurus being entertaining, it's like, well, I'm at one of the big four pay-per-views, and I'm getting this filler. It's just stupid. Have Brodus Clay in the Rumble. It just would have been so much better.
Green.
Yes, we had a video package hyping up Raw tomorrow night. Triple H is returning, so they've got to get those TV shows hyped up, even though the pay-per-view should be hyped up by the fucking TV show! CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler?
It's going to lead to something special, because this match obviously was with John Laurinaitis had to play it cool, and we had to see what he did.
Yeah, Triple H is returning on Raw. That's got to get some pay-per-view hype time!
And it leads to this match, again, the thing is, Laurinaitis straight away, he brings in another rep to be controlled in the ring while he's outside the ring. I just thought, okay, try and beat Mr. Good Shoes now.
Yeah, well, he's got his job on the line, and Triple H is going to be analysing him. And you know how Triple H likes to analyse people and fire them.
And the match, again, Laurinaitis even doing that didn't really affect the match. It was just stupid because he was booked as the referee. And the match itself, I'm thinking it was okay because obviously they both fought against each other. So I just thought, okay, this is meant to be what we're looking forward to.
Yeah. Laurinaitis played it straight down the middle. He takes Vicky away. 11 minutes in, you get Punk has beaten Ziggler 3 times, but Laurinaitis is checking on the referee. This match to me should have gone on for a bit longer, and it was really, to me, very underwhelming. It was an okay match, don't get me wrong, but I expected more from these two. I expected a 20-plus minute match, which was really going to steal the show, and we really didn't get that. I don't understand why John Laurinaitis had to come in the ring to count 2. I just don't understand what they're doing with this. It just goes to show really that this whole thing Ziggler was just an afterthought, which we kind of expected, and it's all hyping up to Triple H's return on Raw.
With Laurinaitis getting involved in this match, I think he was meant to have came in for the 1, 2, 3. He wanted to be the one to do the right thing for Punk.
He did the 2.
He came a bit late. And the thing is, this is all going to lead to now the outcome at Raw.
Yeah, so Punk retains. I guess we kind of expected that. Wonder what's going to happen on Raw now. I always thought the TV shows would cut hype to the pay-per-view,
But this is a match that we were looking forward to, and it just was a letdown, just like the rest of the show so far.
Pretty much. So the Rumble was pretty much going to have to save this show, in our opinion. We got WWE on YouTube now. What a smart move by WWE. And we got that whole numbers video package thing, which we've seen on Raw and SmackDown. We don't need to see it again. Fucking hell, just filler again. Just piss me off in this show.
And the thing is, with that, again, yes, you're actually in the Rumble now, but again, the thing we were all waiting for, we had all these video packages and stuff earlier, we just wanted the Rumble, and that's what we got next.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble came next. We had Miz at number 1, and my first mark-out moment of the night, A-Rye comes in at number 2, and lasts exactly 1 minute. Bullshit!
Yeah, with A-Rye, again, he's making these appearances on big TV, but he's not actually going anywhere. He's trying to squash match, and then he's had this. It's not really developing Riley's return.
No, it really isn't. So he lasts a minute. Well done, WWE, for doing a potential talent in there at the Royal Rumble. We had R-Truth coming in at number 3, Cody Rhodes at number 4, then Justin Gabriel at number 5. We had Miz eliminating Truth, which furthers their storyline onwards. I imagine going into Elimination Chamber, they'll probably be in the Chamber match. So this furthered their feud on. One of very little feuds they managed to further in this Rumble.
Well, with R-Truth, I was expecting, because of their feud being kind of big-ish going thing, he would have been in a bit longer, so he has a bit more of a fight with Miz, and it would have shown them both their strengths. But
I mean, R-Truth came in at 3. He won that match on Raw, so Miz was at number 1. I'm glad Miz eliminated Truth, because Truth has been very strong in this feud so far, and I do believe Miz needed that kind of upper hand over Truth, especially at a big pay-per-view event like the Royal Rumble. So we had that feud furthered. Foley came in at number 7 to a pop. And then Ricardo Rodriguez comes in dressed as Alberto Del Rio. And for an FCW mark like myself, this was a fantastic moment. I don't give a shit what you say. This was mark-out moment number 2, brother.
With Rodriguez, again, it came out making us think it was Alberto's return, but we didn't get it. We got Rodriguez, and he comes in the ring, and he plays it cool. Mick Foley's on his side for the part of the match, and I thought, okay, this could be interesting, but no.
You had Santino coming in number 9, and then you had Santino, Cobra, and Mr. Socko having a little battle. That was funny, wasn't it? That was funny shit, man. I like that.
It was something that it was entertainment in the Rumble, which the Rumble needs, because it's not all just about wrestling. And having Santino and Mick Foley doing that, it was good.
Tag champs got jogged out pretty quickly, didn't they, by Foley? Epico and Primo didn't really look too strong going into that Rumble, did they?
No, but again, there needs to be some kind of jobbers that Mick Foley can eliminate.
Rhodes eliminated Mick Foley. Just go on, Cody Rhodes. With number 4, eliminating Foley.
With it being Cody Rhodes, it was kind of thinking, okay, maybe you should be contracted as Ziggler, because obviously it's Ziggler and Mick Foley who are hoping is having a later feud.
But that doesn't happen, so we get Kofi in at number 11. Jerry Lawler comes in at number 12. Thank God Cody Rhodes eliminates him quickly. We got all 3 commentators in there tonight. Were they really that bad for talent? They needed all 3 commentators in that Rumble. Is that stupid or not?
Well, I found it a bit stupid, because with the possible returns we could have had instead of this, instead of the commentators, it was kind of a real letdown.
Yeah, so Rhodes eliminates Lawler. That's his 2nd legend. We'll go more stuff onto this as we get to the end. Zeke at number 13. Jinder Mahal at number 14. Great Khali at number 15 comes out to little reaction. What's the point in even having Khali coming out? He eliminates Jinder and Zeke. Great. Khali just really had no place in that Rumble, in my opinion.
Having him return, again, it may bring up a feud back onto SmackDown, but again, it's just not someone that we're going to be tuning in to watch.
We get Hunico in at number 16, and can you dig it, sucker? At number 17, awesome. Not as big a pop as last year, but again, I don't really think the commentators were needed in this Rumble. We had that hot Kofi Kingston handstand thing, which was pretty good. It was like the Morrison moment of last year. He gets eliminated, handstands his way to the fucking stairs. That was a great moment, wasn't it, for Kofi?
Well, with Kofi, the way we thought he was going to be eliminated, him saving himself, adding a spot that we're going to remember, it was a good thing for Kofi.
Very similar to the Morrison thing last year. We had Ziggler at number 18. Ayo! Hacksaw Jim Duggan at number 19. That crowd went nuts for this, didn't they? They were well behind Jim Duggan. USA! USA!
Well, with Hacksaw coming in, it was not a surprise, because obviously he's been in the first Royal Rumble, it was mentioned he won it and that. And him coming in, he did pretty good. The crowd liked it. So, again, it was a good spot for the Rumble as well.
But my boy eliminated that guy. And then he went on to eliminate Booker and Khali. Cody Rhodes, this is why I mark out for you, brother. He eliminated 5 people, 5 legends, well, 4 including Khali. He did well in this Rumble, didn't he?
He did really good for us.
Then we get on to Michael Cole at number 20. Why? Why do it? I suppose it was for the next person coming in, wasn't it? Karma at number 21. Big return that was. He's needed for that Divas division. Really needed.
With Karma, we were expecting the highlight of Rumbles was the returns, and Karma returning here. It was unexpected because we weren't really picturing it then. But her to come in as a female in a male's ring, it was a big moment. And she comes in and just goes straight after Cole, but Cole eliminates himself.
At least she wasn't kissing Khali or anything like that. But I mean, to be honest with you, someone like Karma you'd expect to be pretty dominant. Cole gets eliminated by Laura and Booker's here, which is stupid. But you have Ziggler eliminating Karma, and then we get Sheamus in at number 22, and Road Doggy Dog in at number 23. And for all the people that thought it was me coming out, sorry, brother, I was here watching the show. Road Dogg coming out. What a moment that was, eh?
With Road Dogg having that appearance at the Slammies and then having his appearance at the Rumble, it was a great moment. Not as much of a reaction that we were hoping for, but he had his part in it, and he did pretty good. And people said, he's still got it.
Exactly.
He's still got it.
Oh, you didn't know!
No.
Brilliant. We had Swagger in at number 25, Barrett at number 26. He comes in and eliminates Road Dogg. I suppose it's nice for someone like Barrett to eliminate a Road Dogg kind of character.
As much as I'm going to say it was great, Wade Barrett should have done a lot more than he did.
Yeah, he definitely should have. Especially seeing as he was one of my favourites. Atunga comes in at 27. Why? Why don't you save the spot for someone like Brodus Clay? I'm just saying. Orton comes into number 28 in his hometown. The crowd goes nuts for it. He eliminates Wade Barrett, of course. I don't know whether that's going to feud further their storyline or not, but I imagine it will do.
The thing is, again, yes, it was going to happen because obviously it was his Orton's revenge on Barrett, but Barrett should have stayed in longer and had a bit more of a fight with Orton, but I don't know. It's just a moment I don't really like the Rumble.
We get Chris Jericho in at number 29, which is a good moment. And then Big Show, surprise, comes in at number 30. Okay. Then he eliminates Miz and Rhodes. They've been in there for about 45 plus minutes. So a good showing for a Cody Rhodes and a Miz to be in there for 45 plus minutes.
Well, the thing is, the fact they were eliminated both at the same time, it kind of makes me think that, okay, you've had them in the longest. They were the ones that we were watching out for to the time they were in. And Big Show just eliminates them both. I'm like, couldn't you have saved the elimination for someone else?
But of course, Big Show is a fresh man in and he's a big guy, and they were in there for 45 plus minutes, so I can't really fault that too much, even though I love Cody Rhodes and he was in there 45 minutes. I'm so proud of you. The final four then came to Sheamus, Orton, Big Show, and Jericho. And, that was a pretty star-studded final four. Sheamus, Orton, Big Show, and Jericho. Orton then eliminates Big Show. Of course, he's Randy Orton. Jericho eliminates Orton. Yeah. And then we get Jericho and Sheamus as the last two. And this was interesting. Me and you were both sort of really on the edge of our seats for this, almost, because these were two of our favourites going in. It was an interesting little face-off between those two.
Because the thought is, we have Sheamus who's been in filler doing nothing, so we thought, okay, he needs something to go for him. Jericho, we've all heard that he's possibly going to be going against Punk for the WWE Championship, so we thought, okay, they both have a reason to win.
Yes, and who wins this one, NJ? Who wins this battle? Yeah, Sheamus wins. So all this filler was actually for something. And I'm so glad that Sheamus won this because 2012 to me should be the year of the younger guys getting pushed. And Sheamus really gets that defining victory there. So I'm glad that Sheamus did win as he is, they really do need to get his babyface heat back. And I'm glad they did win. Jericho can get to Punk in other ways. So in my opinion, Sheamus winning was a good thing, would you say?
It was a very good moment. So now we've got the thought of how is going to happen with Sheamus now, between now and WrestleMania. Yeah. What's going to happen? How is Jericho going to get into the title picture? There's so much questioning now, but we have the right winner now because he's a young talent and he's now our WrestleMania winner.
Yeah, or WrestleMania.
Going on to,
yeah, going to get a title shot at WrestleMania. Yes. So overall, how did you think the Royal Rumble went? Was it good? Do you think it was okay? Bad?
I really did enjoy this Rumble. It weren't the rest of the show. The time, like I said at the beginning, was
only got 55 minutes. This Rumble.
Well, the matches itself, I didn't really like. The matches was bad. The Rumble itself, again, at 30 minutes instead of 40 minutes, and the time could have been a bit more for the time we had left.
We had 55 minutes for the Rumble, which isn't that long. But if you look at what they didn't do too much, but they did some things. You gave Sheamus that defining victory. Rhodes and Miz were in there for 45 plus minutes, which was good. They had a moment with Kofi. Rhodes eliminated 4 legends plus Khali, which I can only see as a good thing. The Miz and Truth feud was furthered. Orton and Barrett feud was furthered. They didn't really further too many feuds in this Rumble, but to me it was a below average. It was an average to below average Rumble. I really didn't. There was some returns there which were good, some moments which were good, but overall it wasn't a really good Rumble to me.
No, it lacked stuff. We had returns which they needed, like back on SmackDown. But the thing is, we didn't really get any big moments that are going to stand out to make this Royal Rumble something big.
Exactly, something special. So overall thoughts on the pay-per-view itself, then?
Not a Rumble that I'm going to be interested in watching again.
Too much filler, wasn't there?
It was
really?
Filler, and again, my favourite moments were Sheamus winning and Kane's segment because again, it's boosting Kane's character. Cena didn't have to lose, and we have Sheamus who's going on to WrestleMania. To
me, you had Sheamus winning the Rumble, which was a good... He didn't win a very good Rumble, but at least the right person won, in my opinion. Daniel Bryan retaining was a good thing, but it wasn't a very good opener. The CM Punk Dolph Ziggler match was a bit underwhelming to me. The Kane Cena match wasn't really anything, but led to something good after it. which continued their storyline. Overall, the event for me wasn't very good. I didn't really enjoy the Royal Rumble that much. I'm probably going to give this C-, something like that. I don't want to be too critical about it. C- I think is a fair grade. It just wasn't a very good standout Rumble to me.
I'm going to give it a C, just because obviously Sheamus, a young talent instead of Jericho winning, saved for me.
Yeah, so get your thoughts down in that comment section below of the Royal Rumble 2012. And I know this has gone on for a long time, but make sure you check out our WrestleMania review series, which will be uploaded on the Wednesday, WrestleMania 14, which did start the Attitude Era, guys. So yeah, get your thoughts down in the comment section below on this pay-per-view itself. NJ, do you want to just quickly do an outro?
And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to another Royal Rumble review. And all we can say now is hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, share your thoughts in the comment section below. And that has been it from Mr. Parkin and me, NJ. Till next time, people, goodbye.